Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So this is just gonna be a quickie. I get asked a lot about making your own stencils and that kind of thing. I've done a million where I've made stamps using I call it fun foam. I don't know if that's what it's called, but you know, that cool foam that they sell for the kids. I love making my own stamps with that, with all kinds of different shapes and all. And if you don't know what those are, I will try to link one down below at the end of the video, or let me know down below. I have a lot of new subscribers. Hi guys, I'm so excited you're here. Um, so I'll gladly, do a quickie on that one as well. So I got this free on the internet. This obviously it's a goddess, and I want to have the inside. Now I've done these a million times, but a lot of you do not have the plastic that I use. I will either use like file folders or that kind of thing. So I'm going to do it at home, home things, home items that you can use. Um, so here we go. Now you can use a pasta box, you can use a cereal box, you can use any kind of cardboard you have. If you have an Amazon box, rip it apart, whatever. Now understand, the thicker the cardboard, it'll be a little bit harder to cut through. I am not an expert at cutting. I have RA and fibro, so there's days that scissors and me don't even acknowledge each other. But let me just show you what I'm doing. So I printed this out, and it came with two, and this one I'll use for another something else, but I'm not worried about her today. I'm just going to do her. So I just printed her out on my printer, no big deal. I was going to do her a little bit bigger, but then I changed my mind. I have some carbon paper. Do you need carbon paper? No, and I'll explain why in a minute. And then I have this cardboard box, which is Nestle Carnation Famous Fudge. This is from like 2 years ago that I had made fudge for Christmas. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I have a horrible addiction to cardboard, to boxes, to leftover, pasta, cereal boxes, rice boxes, cans, bottles, the whole shenanigans. My husband, I swear, he comes in here and grabs handfuls and throws it out when I'm not looking, but this is what I have. Now, it doesn't matter, which side you use. So here's the thing. I'm going to set it like this. Let me see if I can make my camera go out a little bit more for you. There we go. Okay, so don't mind the mess. What you will do is, I know where the head is. Now I can cut this to make it a little bit more able to judge where the head goes and all that kind of stuff. So I'll leave like a 1/4 inch or so. Look at me, I'm acting like, oh yeah, that's a 1/4 inch. Okay. Okay. So one of two things you can do. You can use the carbon paper. If you don't want to use the carbon paper, and I'm not going to, because I know a lot of you do not have it, and that doesn't mean that you can't do these things. If you have it, you would put it underneath and trace it, correct? Correct. But what I like to do is first I'm going to judge where I want this. Now this fold might become an issue when I cut it out, but it might not. But I think what I'm going to do is start it there, and I'm okay if this has a little fold right here. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut to make this a little bit easier. And then this gives me the ability to make more stencils, right? Okay, so that one's going. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So I have this, and you can see I'm so straight. And set it whatever way you think is best for you. I'm gonna do like this and like this. So now take a pencil. Use whatever kind of pencil you have. Kelly, where's your pencils? I've been drawing a lot, so a lot are out in my living room where I sit at night, because sometimes I just want to draw. And apparently, all right, let's try you. I guess it doesn't matter. So, okay, so we have it on the back. I get so caught up on details, which is funny because I'm not a detail person. Do you know what I mean? And what we're going to do. Now, some people use chalk. where you could do chalk. And of course you use whatever you have. I'm using pencil because chalk won't show up enough for me, but I have tons of chalk. I also have my marking chalk that I use when I sew, you know, when you're doing patterns and whatnot. So you can use that as well. You can use whatever you want, whatever will mark. I'm just using this. This is so exciting, isn't it? Look at me. So exciting. And make sure you really get those edges, because that's the most important, so you can kind of know where you're getting. And then I'll go over it one more time, just a little thicker. I was going to say thick as a brick, but I swear I keep getting these content not suitable for children, and I'm like, I don't curse, I mean, I say, which I don't even do much anymore, you know, that's what she said, but come on. Okay. Like I said, I'm not doing this for the money. Yes, I am. I'm doing it all for all the money. No, the money helps pay my medical and all, but really, you have to enjoy this for the most part. Okay. So you see, that's what we got. I'm going to turn her over and, you know, try to put it in the middle. We're not going to go crazy and like, oh, it's not in the middle. It's no, that's not how I do things. So I'm going to put her like that. Is she straight enough? Is she straight? She'll be straight enough for me. And then I'm going in and I'm going to trace. And I'm going to use that same pencil because now it has like a little sharp. I did a video of me canning tomatoes. And then I went on my phone to erase pictures and stuff because it was getting full. And I erased the whole video. Which, you know, I mean, only a few of you watch it, but I was like, sad. But I'm going to be doing them again because we drove past it yesterday and they have a whole thing of, you know, whole other baskets of tomatoes. And I really want to can another, or jar, whatever it's called. Okay. If these were my chesticles, they'd be hanging down here. I'm just saying. Lift it up. Look at me go. Now I see I need a little bit more here, and I might not even have traced there, so that happens. That's why I hold on to it and just give a little peepee toot. There we go. And don't throw this away. I like to have like, and you know what else you could do if you don't have cardboard? Maybe you have like a dollar store or something near you. Go buy the folders for kids' schools, even though they're, you know what I mean? But you could still cut them out and use them. But don't throw this away. I like to get a folder and I like to keep all these in there because sometimes these wear out and then what, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to kind of do the, like this. It doesn't matter. It's mine. It's how I like life. Okay, so what I want is I want this inside cutout because I want to use it as like, how do I explain it? I want to cut this out, but I'm going to do it like a little bit on the outside because then I'm going to trace on the, I want to mask. Do you know what I mean? So I just want to try to cut it. It's hard for me to explain the name, but you'll see. Now, sometimes I like to use just the X-Acto knife. And you can also go ahead and trace this with marker if it's hard for you to see, but totally up to you. And make sure you have a sharp knife because mine isn't, and you know. So let me show you. So I'm gonna Make sure you have something underneath that you don't mind cutting. And I'm just going to move it all the ways that it's easier for me to cut. I'm not going to, just because my hands sometimes. If I was any type of a YouTuber, I would be forwarding this part, but I'm a horrible YouTuber. And I want to show everybody that you can do it. Okay, so I can see it might need a little bit thicker, like a harder of a cut through, because it's not, and that's just the name of the game, isn't it? That's why you want to make sure you have a real sharp. And it's a little thicker of a cardboard. It's not like a real light cardboard. Come on, baby. You can also cut through this, like a little spot, and then use scissors. There we go. It's a working. Turn it around. Do your thing. And if your husband wasn't working, I'd probably have him do it. But this is getting through, you know, and then look at me. I really got to get new blades for this. I say it every time I go to the craft store, which isn't often at all. But, like, put it, you know, make sure you grab new blades. That will not be the hand. What the heck was that? I tell you what I'm getting tired of, and maybe this is happening to other people. I get these emails, so many emails from companies, and they're like, we want to work with you. We really love your channel. You know, we have this and that. We really want you to, you know, this and that. You know, we want to sponsor you. Okay. So go through all the rigmarole. They ask you questions, and then, you know, the whole thing. You're a perfect fit. And then, which most companies send you stuff. Free, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, you know, if it's something I'm interested in. If it's something I'm not interested in, I don't do. I'll say no. But then, oh, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, okay. So then, all of a sudden, I'll send you an email with the information, blah, blah, blah. And then you get the information. Okay, all you have to do is pay $30 for this, and then make a video, and then leave us a review. And I'm like, if I'm going to do that, forget it. I'll just buy it on my own, and if I want to, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's because they think that people want to be you know, influencers in that way, but I'm not paying for you to send me something and then you want me to, that's just like normal Amazon stuff. You buy it, you want to leave a comment, a review, then you do it. I don't know. So needless to say, that's happening a lot lately, and I'm just like not here for it today. That was a company that just, I saw them through my email. And you can see it takes a minute. It's not a big deal though, because I'm going to have what I need. Now that one went a little hippie, a little crazy there, but that's okay. I'm just going to bring it back. I'm not going to worry about it too much because if I screw with it too much, it's gonna not be what I want it to be. And don't do as I do as I say. Make sure you do it away from you because it could slip and cut you. And I would not want that to happen to you. Okay, so we can see. And you know what else they have, which I have somewhere, but I didn't pull it out. That's what she said, is they have these perforated things that you can roll around this, and it makes like the perforation that's easier like to cut out. I'll have to dig mine out. Okay. All right, baby. You're almost there. You're almost free as a bird, flying through the sky. Okay, come on. Here we go. One more. Okay. One little peep right there. Come on, bud. There we go. Okay. So now you can see that's what I was looking for. But not only that, now we have a mask. Okay. So we have a stencil and we have a mask. Now you can go and, you know, with your scissors, I can see I have little pieces here and there that I can snip off to make, if I had sharp scissors here. All right. If I want to make, you know, this a little cleaner. Come on. Okay. And then you have your stencil and your mask. And like I said, it took me having a little bit of problems with my hands today, and I had a dull knife, but I did it. And then you will use it. Like I said, I'm looking for this, the mask part of it, but the stencil, let me get a piece of paper. And if you want to be very fancy and secure, you know, I would go and I would cut like this off, just like leave it like, you know, 1/4 inch around, and then this would be much easier to deal with. But you can also, what I like to do is take tape. You can use duct tape, you can use washi tape, whatever you have. And see, I'll have to clean this up. And then you can just tape it and then go with your knife again and cut it out very easy, or wrap it around, and that really makes it last even longer because you're protecting it. But the more you, or I do Mod Podge, you know, but that's up to you. The more you use it, the more secure it'll get. Okay. So I would have to stick this, come on. So it's down. Maybe just push it the other way. Hold it far away. This is my dilutions giving me a little bit of dottage everywhere, which, whatever. I'm going to leave it sit for a second. Okay. And then, ta-da. And this is just printer paper, you know, so it's going to soak in a little bit. But there you go. How cool is that? She could be holding the moon. She could be do whatever. And then, like I said, the other one, let's say I want to do a round, I can just set this on top to mask it, and then work around her if I want to do it that way. So much fun, so easy. And, you know, literally it'll take you 10 minutes and you got this great one of a kind, I don't know one of a kind, but my one of a kind stencil and mask made at home with love. Okay, so as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much, and I hope this helps you guys. As always, tag me or post in the All Things Creative group what you guys do. I love seeing what you guys do, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.